It's been described as one of the most painful conditions known to mankind. But our next guest was fortunate enough to have found a local doctor who's helped to make him pain-free.
Welcome Bob Pierce along with Dr. Ray Drury from Upper Cervical Health Centers. Dr. Drury, Bob, thank you so much for being here today.
Indeed. Thank you for having us.
Bob, let's start with you. Tell us about the condition from which you suffered.
Well, it's called trigeminal neuralgia. It's pain of the trigeminal nerve, and it comes down into your face and into your head. Extremely painful. The only way I can describe it is like a dagger in your head, not a syringe or something like that. I mean, it's a pain that absolutely incapacitates you. And it's one of those things that'll last maybe 15, 20 seconds, sometimes an hour, and then it'll go away for a little while and it'll come back. And it's got to the point where you can't talk. You can't move your jaw. You just sit there and hope that it goes away quickly. And of course, the people around you know you're suffering but can't do much about it for you, except sympathize. And so, and there's not a lot of cure to it, for it. There's a lot of things that people try.
Medications, that kind of thing?
Yeah, my neurologist had me on pills, started with 5, went to 10. You got to the point where you're a little goofy, you're off the floor, you're not sure your feet are touching, that kind of effect. I said, that can't happen. It was just not any good. So I kept looking.
How is that affecting your quality of life?
Oh, terrific. Tremendous. I was telling you guys I used to do a little anchoring work at one of the TV stations, and I'd have to call down to the studio sometimes and say, guys, I can't go on today. I can't talk. I can't actually move my mouth without excruciating pain. And I'd sit there like this for 15, 20 minutes. Well, you can't do your job.
No.
And that kind of situation.
So how did you find Dr. Drury and go to him for help?
Believe it or not, my daughter found him for me. And the upper cervical situation is something that I had heard of, and I knew it could possibly work, so she got me to call him, and we got together. He got my head on straight, which was part of the problem. Of course, adjusting the upper part of the neck was where the bones were rubbing against my nerve and causing the problem. And so he got me centered back, and it's a long process. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not the first time I visited did it go away or the second, but slowly he got me to where my bones would hold where they should be, and that was the secret.
Dr. Drury, can you tell us what you do for a patient like Bob?
Okay, so first of all, we have to try to figure out where the cause is. Okay, once we find the cause, then we'll know if that's something I think I can help. And in his case, a lot of times with trigeminal nerve, things up in the head, face, and neck, if one of the bones gets a little out of its position, then it interferes with the normal messages from the face to the brain. And in his case, it was there was nothing wrong with the face, but the brain was sensing that there was pain there. And so what happened was the normal message left. As it went to the brainstem, it got distorted, so the brain interpreted it as pain. So what we had to do was remove that interference or that distortion, and the pain goes away.
Dr. Drury, talk about how the neck affects other parts of the body as well.
Well, and so all the nerves have to come through the top 2 bones. Okay, that's where the brainstem is. The brainstem is really kind of like the switchboard operator between the brain and body. You can see on this diagram here how the one on the right, the bones are aligned properly. There's no interference, so the normal messages between the brain and the body go unimpeded. As to where the ones on the left, you can see it's kind of compressing on that brainstem. That can interfere with the normal messages. It could be going to the stomach, the heart, the colon, the leg, anywhere in the body, so that if they get interfered with, then symptoms start to come about because the body doesn't work the way it's designed. Now on the next diagram, you'll see that this is how it affects the whole body. So if one of the bones misaligns, it also throws the head off balance, causing the body to compensate. As a result, you can end up with stretched, contracted, tight muscles anywhere between the base of the head and all the way down to the feet, resulting in neck pain, back pain, leg pain, foot pain, hip pain, etc.
The pain in the neck is really a big deal.
Absolutely.
Bob, I'm so happy for you.
Oh, thank you. You helped me get my head on straight. How many times have you told somebody to do that?
That's great. I'm glad you found him and that you're feeling so much better and that the quality of your life is back. Dr. Drury has just released a new book. It's called The Best Kept Secret of Healthcare. The Best Kept Secret of Healthcare. It's available at drraydrury.com. You can also download 3 free chapters of the book there. And Dr. Drury has a special offer for Charlotte Today viewers only. Call and mention Charlotte Today for a complimentary upper cervical exam and x-rays. That's a $275 value for free. The offer is good if you call today. The number is 704-588-5560. Again, 704-588-5560. And why don't you go ahead and give your website one more time, too?
It's Dr. Ray Drury, which is D-R-R-A-Y-D-R-U-R-Y.
Very good. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations on the book, too.
I appreciate it.
Pretty cool. Thank you, Bob.